Hey up, welcome to WeeToes videos. Thanks very much for stopping by. This is a video from our August 2021 holiday to Crete, where we were staying in the region of Gouves. So we flew from Leeds Bradford Airport, which is not too far from where we live, over to Aquarium Airport.
As long as they're in flight mode.
For the first time ever, something amazing happened. I've got room.
If you lose your device, it becomes damaged, hot, or produces...
There they are, over there, far, far away.
Don't forget, smoking and vaping are not allowed.
This is fantastic. What a start to the holiday.
I've got a little travelling buddy with me now. So that's me for the next 3 hours, I reckon. See you in
Crete. So we landed about 10 o'clock at night, and then it was just time to grab us bags and then go for the short coach trip, about 25 minutes to our accommodation, which was the Andreas Villa Hotel. 200 metres from the beach, plenty of bars, restaurants, little shops nearby. And to see more of the accommodation, feel free to check out our other video on it. So after an interesting night's sleep, I say interesting because whilst the bed's very comfy, room's very clean, everything was fine that way, we found out that Lauren snores, and she snores a lot and loud. But it's poor Oscar that suffered the worst because he was sharing a room with her. Anyway, when we woke up in the morning, time for a bit of breakfast, and then I went off and did some exploring of the hotel grounds before joining everybody else around the pool, and obviously stopping off for plenty of beverages, aka beer o'clock. And what's great about taking Lauren with us is that when Oscar's had enough, Lauren's usually had enough too, so them two go back to the room, watch a DVD or something, which left me and Joe time to go get some food and a couple of drinks. So when it came to eating out on a night, we found that pretty much everywhere we went, all the restaurants, all the bars, everybody was incredibly friendly, really good with kids, and largely overall, the food was absolutely spot on. Our favourite place was Paradise Restaurant, which was literally right next to the hotel we were staying in, so we ended up eating there a couple of times. But yeah, it was fantastic. So the next day we decided to venture a little bit further afield, explore more of the area, and what better way to do that than hopping on the land train. So that took you, I think it was about half an hour, something like that, maybe a bit longer, but it took you around everything that was nearby. So it took you around the old army base, and you managed to see a few places you could visit nearby, like the Aquarium. So after finishing up on the land train, it was back to the hotel, relax in the pool, have some fun there, and then stop and have some lunch and a few cold drinks. So looking on the local Facebook groups and TripAdvisor, one of the most popular bars that people seem to like was Central Bar, which is where we are now. So we went there a couple of times, and yeah, reasonably priced drinks, decent atmosphere, nice staff. They have live football, pool, bit of music, so that's all good. And then after that, as you can see, we went out for our evening meal and tried some of the local Greek dishes before sending the kids back to the hotel, and we did a bit more drinking. So in early August 2021, Greece and Greek islands were suffering from the wildfires. Temperatures were reaching high 40s. Tragically, 3 people died. I think it was reported that about 20 people were quite seriously injured. Obviously, lots of people lost their homes, lost their businesses, and it was a scary time for a lot of the locals. In fact, when we were going round, looking around the towns, we did see a couple of fires, and you could smell the smoke in the air. So the following day we decided to visit the Crete Aquarium that we'd seen on the land train. We do have another video on that, so please feel free to check that out. But the aquarium was very reasonably priced. Kids had a great time there, and yeah, we would thoroughly recommend people to visit it. So by the time we finished at the aquarium and had a bit of chill time down by the beach, got back to the hotel, it was pretty much time to get ready and go out for our evening meal. Now, because of the extreme heat that they were having in Crete, there were a lot of problems with the power, a lot of power cuts. So quite often you'd be going to restaurants, they'd lose power, they'd have to get candles out. So we decided to hire a car for a couple of days during the holiday, and one of the places we went to was Aquaplus waterpark. So there is another video for that, so feel free to check it out, but it was fantastic, 10 out of 10.
No.
Oh, jeez, Oscar.
Which means pushing other people out of the way to get to my brother, who's going, come on, come on. And then there was also the Crazy River, which is the water slide behind it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's videoing me.
Oh, bless her. What can I say? I'm a lucky, lucky man. So the following day, after a quick change of the car to this little beast, we went over to Knossos Palace. There is going to be another video of that. I just need to convince Lauren to do some audio for that, because she knows more about that type of history than the rest of us. Whilst it is worthwhile going, having a look round, indulging in a bit of history, I think what was possibly slightly disappointing is that there wasn't a great deal left that was original. A lot of what you saw there was refurbished, and it was just absolutely ridiculously hot. I mean, like I say, this was, you know, during the heat wave that they had in Greece last year when we were having all the forest fires. So as much as we went here quite early in the day, it was still, you know, low 40 degrees heat, and in reality it was too hot to properly have a good look around. So back in Kato Gouves, down on the seafront, you have the lovely Greek Orthodox Church of St. Constantine and Elena, and you also get fantastic sunsets around there. There is another video of that type of stuff, so please have a look at that. I will apologise now for the audio on that video. It is quite windy that day. It was, quite windy that day, so you might want to turn the volume down on your TV if you're having a look at that video. But it really was a beautifully decorated little church, lots of detail, and the videos that I took really don't do it justice.
Oh, good shot, Oscar.
So just coming up to the last few bits of the video here now, where we'd finished his day trips and we were predominantly hanging around by the hotel, enjoying the pool, which was always fairly quiet when we went, and the other people that were there, friendly.
Oscar, silly salmon. Yeah? Lauren, silly salmon. This? Kinda, yeah.
He went straight down on my hand, that was
So overall, we had a fantastic time on holiday. Would we go back to Crete? Yes. Would we go back to Andreas Villa Hotel? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. It was definitely a full 10 out of 10.
I don't know. I had my head turned
leaving
away.
in the capable hands of Oscar, giving some swimming lessons.
Welcome back to our video. So we'll learn how to do underwater handstands. It's simple, it's easy, if you can't do it, learn. First you want to get goggles on. If you want them, you don't have to, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Step 2, go underwater. Step 3.
What about step 2?
Yes,
Oh, step 2 going underwater?
yeah.
Okay.
Step 3, try put your hand on the ground. Try put your hands on the ground like this. So, once you put your hands in stand, you need to learn to put your legs up. I'm not sure it's everyone, but probably fine. Like, and then the final step, do it all together. Hello people from the videos of the Wii of these toes. I should say good toes.
Yeah, we can all see those toes.
Yes. Oh. 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 Wait, start it. Oh wait, do it again. Start it again.
I'm not, I can edit it.
Okay, I was just drowning.
Yeah, you are just drowning.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, put that. Hello, and welcome back to the Wii Hub. The toes. Some monsters back on gone, yeah. So we're doing how to do some like rolls, like forward rolls, backwards rolls, sides if I can. I'll teach you how to do it first. You can put goggles on if you want, you don't have to. I am. Just go underwater. Okay. Now second, try like, you know, like just put your head under the water, like facing down, like this. You know, like. Second, have you seen our handstand video? Then it's like doing that. If you haven't, then you do this. Yeah, but you want to put your head like facing down like this. Now, you also want to, with the rest of it, hold your legs like this. So that you can, you know, roll properly. And then you just, well, like you just go all the way, like, I'll show you. So, I'll show you a backwards roll that I won't be able to breathe for. Which I just completely failed to do. So I can't bother doing that one again. I'll try for a sideways one, but I won't be able to. I've never done one. Yeah, I can't do one.
No.
Oh, what?
It was good, yeah. You did it. You did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I did that compliment. Father say you said so. So, yeah, this is it for the WeeToes videos. We've got me, the main character, me also, and we got the cameraman, the beefcake, it's known as James. And see you.